Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Yes, we have returned. Yeah. Let that ride. We have returned. Today's topic, man. In homage to Bill Cosby and Darren Sharpers and oh God, this is gonna be a tough one. Why don't we just get right to the topic? Today's topic, the Hate Rape Show. A deeper look into the culture of rape. Should we consider date rape or rape in and of itself, rape period, should we consider that a hate crime? Fuck. We gotta get the female perspective on this. You guys gotta call in 844-55-1. Today's show, the Hate Rape Show. Whew. Ladies, y'all gotta share with me because you guys can explain your experience because they say a lot of women have been raped. Like it's just par for the course almost. Or at least been near rapes. What about roofies and all that kind of shit? And also they say the people who get raped by people that know them. Like, be motherfuckers y'all cool with. Ladies, call us. Please share your experience. I know it's tough. Myself and Veronica, we're gonna coach through some of it. But I know it's tough, so call us, 844-55-1. Let me introduce my crew in studio. You know, my girl Whitney over here is about to get her hair done in studio. I will be periscoping this shit. So don't get it twisted. She got her beauty salon beautician here.
Oh, yes.
They about to do it, so I'm going to promote that. What up, Whit?
What's good, guys? Happy Wednesday. Man, I'm good. I'm chilling. Very calm today.
Right, this is going to be a crazy show, don't you think?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of my friends already, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, you know how we do. We do whoa really well. Mm-hmm. And then she is dressed like she just jumped off of the set of Brady
Sound
Bunch.
of Music.
Right? She is fucking dressed like the mother, Carol Brady. She just made 8 kids some lunch snacks.
Literally.
Right? The Red Panda in the building. You know her,
What
Ashanti Ford. What up, Ashanti?
What up? Happy hump day. Looking forward to this topic. It's kind of crazy. It's deep, so I hope we don't make a joke out of it. I'm looking forward to discussing it.
Do me a favor.
I'm making hella jokes
Right.
now.
Do me a goddamn favor. Turn her mic off.
Why? What did I...
What did I do?
What we gonna do right now is rape her microphone.
Wow. and there it starts already.
He's stupid. Yo.
Hey, I know it's a tough topic. Don't be afraid to laugh, because I'm about to twist this shit up. You know, I'm about to twist your perspective up on it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce the home girl. Y'all know who she is. She be trying to correct your life and shit. Trying to make your life better. You know, in such a sweet, like, I'm not affected by your bullshit kind of way. You know who she is. VC Veronica Conway in the building.
Hey, y'all. What's happening? What happened?
What up? Let's get right to it. Should date rape or rape in general be considered a hate crime? Today's topic, the hate rape show. Should it be considered a fucking hate crime against women? 844-55-1, that's the number to dial. True or false? The hate rapist tries to get you to ignore your instincts. He's a master of it, right? Get you to ignore your intuition. He's a master gaslighter. This is crazy. True or false? The hate rapist wants to take you to a secluded location. I don't think all men are like, I think men want to get you alone. Yes, we have a better opportunity of connecting. Somebody call us, man. Like, whoever has experienced this, whoever has this kind of experience in their life or had this experience in their life, we want to know. I want to ask the question again, and I want to start with Red Panda. Do you think, in light of Bill Cosby and Darren Sharper, because we did some research and we found out that, you know, the date rape guy, or the guy who's prone to this, the hate rapist, he's a handsome dude. He's an attractive dude. And he uses this attractiveness, you know, to get the woman to put her guard down. This is kind of crazy because a lot of people saw this guy, Darren Sharper, a football player. He's an attractive dude. And you would think, like, hey.
You wouldn't have to do that.
You wouldn't have to do that. Like, let's go deeper, because we all know rape is about power, right? It's about power. It's not about sex, right? It's about power. Let me ask, do you think the ultimate power for a man of power, such as Darren Sharper or Bill Cosby, is to take vulva? 844-55-1, go.
I don't think that that's their ultimate form of power, but what I will say is I think attractive men are almost more prone to rape women because they're used to being told yes. So if they run across a girl that says no, I think their ego just explodes.
I don't know. That's a good angle, but I don't. Dudes who are attractive that aren't rapists don't mind hearing no, because they hear
it a lot.
They hear yes more than they hear no, so they're not really tripping. It's like, oh,
dudes
no.
that aren't attractive, they hear no more.
No. I'm saying dudes that are attractive, they hear.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, they hear
yes more. So when they hear a girl that says no, it's an ego bust.
But that doesn't make them a rapist. That's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make them go, oh, I'm gonna take the pussy now. No.
Why would these attractive men that could get plenty of pussy still rape women?
But that's my point. Then there would be more men that are rapists. That are just raping. Fuck it. You told me no, I'm raping. There are men who are very attractive that say, oh, no, all right then, next. I'm saying there's some kind of sickness in the mind that goes, no. Well, take your drawers off anyway, I'm taking them. It's just a different kind of mind. So if that was the case, then all of the dudes that are attractive, or a great number, like 90, 85, 70% would just be like, well, fuck it. You told me no, I'm taking the pussy. I don't think.
My first was really attractive, and I was raped by my first. And then
here we go.
I found out that, you know, multiple girlfriends that he had after me experienced the same thing. And I guess one of them finally stood up, and he was locked up, and he was an attractive guy.
But that was one dude, your experience. And what you can't do is let your experience color the perspective for every. Oh, well, there it is. Cut her mic off. It's too late. We don't even need her for this show now.
What's VC?
No.
Go ahead, VC.
Nope.
Go ahead, Veronica.
No. Actually, since she's experienced this, I think her perspective is the most important perspective for this show.
About time.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Word.
No, but I'm just saying, I mean, I can't speak for all men, obviously, but I'm just saying, I think that men that are attractive can get pussy from anyone. So if they run across a girl that says no, their egos just can't take it. Like, bitch, no, why? I'm about to take that shit.
Yeah, it's hubris. I tend to think, I mean, you remember homosexuality was considered a mental illness at one point. And I think rape is a mental illness. And I just don't think attractive and or otherwise that dudes who get told no and they respond that way, I think those dudes are suffering a mental illness. I don't think it's just an ego thing I don't think ego leads to fucking rape is what I'm saying.
Agree.
Like,
I agree.
I don't think it's like, oh, my fucking ego is bruised, so I'm gonna rape you. No.
Fair enough.
I think it's some fucking sickness there. Whitney?
Oh, man. I've not experienced it. I have a few friends, though, that I've talked to, and they have. But yeah, I'm going to probably agree with Zoe on that, which it's just like, fine dudes can get pussy anywhere. And it's like, I mean, just switch it up. Just go find the next chick. You know?
But let's look at it this way. How many ladies out there who's actually experienced this, and Ashanti's experience is very valuable here. I want to know, what are the telltale signs of this kind of behavior? Like, I've heard, like, Claudia Jordan, I know Claudia, she says this word a lot, like rapey. You look rapey, right? You look rapey. And I'm saying, what are the characteristics of a rapey motherfucker? What is that? What are the signs of rapey? 844-55-1. Call me right now. Follow me on Twitter at Zoe Williams. Let me know what you think, and I'll repeat it, retweet it, or you can just call in and let us speak on it.
Rapey. Creeper is mine. I go with the creeper, but rapey, I don't think there's a look, I guess, for rapey. It's a vibe. Like, I'm so on everybody's vibe, so it's their presence. I feel like if there's a creeper, like I've been I've been drugged, but I had my friends with me. And
you've been drugged?
Yeah.
In what way? Tell me.
I was at a nightclub. It was Halloween, and we were just turned up, and I got a drink from the table next to our table, and literally like 45 minutes later, my friends couldn't find me. I was completely gone. Luckily, I was smart when I'm drugged, because I took a cab to the recording studio I work at, and my homeboys took care of me, and they were like, "Wait, like, we've never seen you this messed up." And I'm like, I don't know what happened. I got a drink from these guys, and boom, now I'm here. Like, it was crazy. Like, I don't even remember anything. Actually, I called Anita, and she got the address to have me somewhere safe. And it was a studio with my boys, but they were like, yeah, that was when I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That was a fucking close call, right?
Yeah, and I mean, Halloween, I was dressed like a Playboy bunny. I literally was naked with some bunny ears on, like, in the streets. So,
what do you guys think about the people who blame, like you just said you were dressed like, a Playboy bunny. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the people who say, the way a woman dresses is partly cause for why she would be raped?
That, to me, is probably the most ignorant thing that anybody could say. I've dealt with that my whole life because I'm, voluptuous or top heavy. Voluptuous. I can wear 4 sports bras and still have cleavage, but people always put me in a box like I'm loose and I'm easy and I'm just some slut bucket running around because I have big boobs that I can't cover up. I'm not wearing a turtleneck in 90-degree weather. Like, it's just not, it's bullshit. No one would ever ask to be raped. Like, let's just be real.
Right.
Well, can I make an equivalency here?
Absolutely.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as saying Trayvon deserved it because he had on a hoodie.
Ooh. So who wants to call in and combat that? 844-55-1. The number to dial is 844-55-1. That's a great equivalency right there.
Just to kind of tie on to rape being connected to a sickness, I personally came from a lot of sexual trauma at home, and I think that certain men that have that sickness pray or look for certain type of women. And I don't know if it's connected at all, but I feel like he knew that I had some weaknesses and he just preyed on that. It's almost like a hunter thing.
Interesting. This is very deep. Yeah, the phone lines are jumping right now. Hold on one second, Veronica. We got to set you up, V. As a matter of fact, go ahead, V. Speak on it right now while we're doing this. Lord.
All right. I think that what Ashanti's saying is really true. I have friends, really dear friends, that were molested, and then by the time they got to college, they kept having these experiences of being gang raped and all kinds of stuff, right? And I think that there's a wounding that ends up happening in a woman's sort of her field, her energetic field, that once she has that trauma, if she hasn't had it really cleared up and cleared out in a certain way, then she tends to magnetize victimization. I think that is...
For sure.
Yo, that makes... I have another story, actually. I'm thinking back in the archives. I was 15 years old, and there's a Summer Jam concert. Me and my girlfriend went, and it's a big lot full of, everybody's partying and whatnot, and word went around that these guys were running around gang raping girls with bandanas over their mouths. So I'm sitting here, I'm standing outside of a car. My friends are inside smoking weed. I'm not into that. So I'm standing outside by myself in my little hot shorts it's dark. 3 dudes literally circle me with their blindfolds or whatever over their mouths. And they're like, what's up? And I was just like, no, my brother's right here. He's about to get out the car and whoop all your niggas' asses. And I literally was just like, oh my God, they're going to try to get me. But because I put out that, nah, y'all ain't, nothing's up with me. What's up with you? Waiting for my brother. Oh, okay. And then they left, but I was like, we gotta go.
You know what? Something's really interesting. Now, Veronica just spoke on the phone lines of bananas right now. Mm-hmm. But something's really interesting. Are there rape gangs where the central hate rapist has like accomplices and wingmen helping to pull this shit off? 844-55-1. The number to dial is 844-55-1. We have a caller on the line right now. Naptown is in the building. You're the first city to join in on this. If you want to get your city to participate, please call us at 844-55-1. That's 844-55-1. Ronan, what's happening?
Yo, maintaining, man. I'm just glad you guys had this conversation because there's a few instances I ran into. I had a team. We were getting ready to play a basketball tournament, and the night before, this dude basically picked up this 15-year-old chick, and he was basically took her to the house and like, man, we about to run this train, and I got pissed off. I said, you motherfuckers, like, what we got tomorrow? And 2, this chick lives down the street, and 3, which y'all planning to do is fucked up. So I stormed out the house. So they decided to go through it anyway and just smash this young chick. And I stopped fucking with this guy. Then, a matter of weeks later, his sister was walking down the street by herself. And I'm like, what's going on? Me and a friend was like, man, what's happening? We walked her back home. And she kept mentioning, like, my brother was sitting there coming to my room, and he was showing me this stuff called white pea. And, like, we couldn't find him for a while because we were looking to fuck him up over that stuff. And when I see stuff like this, it's like, when they obsess with another individual, you no longer become a human. You become a fetish to them. It's not even about you being attractive. It's not even about you even having really a life. It's the fact that I see you as an object to possess, and once I get it, I'm going to take it by every means necessary. They're over-friendly. They'll say everything that they feel that you want to hear in order to get you in a space to where they can do what they came to do.
Wow.
So that's why I said the one thing that about them is about their intent. If they're overtly friendly, you can tell by their intent. Like, why is this person always going above and beyond to separate me from my people?
Right.
That's the main thing I see. So you have to be mindful of that.
Wow.
That's a good raping.
I say with guys, and the other part is like I had an ex-girlfriend who wanted me to smash her like while she was drunk. I couldn't get into it because if you're not sober, I'm not fucking you. I just can't do it.
If you're not aware,
fair enough.
But hey, Ronan, I appreciate you reaching out, man. You always drop jewels when you do it.
Yes.
Hey, keep calling, keep supporting. We appreciate the whole 9. Indianapolis is in the building because of you, man.
All day.
All right, brother. So get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. True or false? If a victim doesn't scream or fight, it's not really sexual assault.
What? Wait.
844-55-1. You know, we go. I'm going to ask all the goddamn questions.
People really think that, though?
I'm going to ask
That's
all the
insane
fucking
to
questions
me.
now.
Okay, keep it going. Keep it going.
You know, we got to ask these questions.
Yeah, man.
As in, you want us to answer them now?
As in, I want. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, are you setting up, or we always got to double check with you?
You know what would be nice if you just didn't double check on the air. That would be nice.
Well, I'm just,
You guys are
I don't
acting
get any. I don't
excuse
get
me,
any other time.
Y'all are acting real rapey right now. I'm gonna need us to
Right.
get back on.
I wish you could see this motherfucker over here right now.
Definitely not posting any selfies today.
I'm about to fucking Periscope so y'all can see wild ass Whitney.
Hey,
Whitney.
thug life, man. You know I'm about that life.
Awesome that you're having your hair done there. I think that is a perfect detail.
She came in with her cornrows and a
rolled up
beehive,
right
though.
Whitney is straight Compton right now. She got braids and everything.
Hey,
That's what it is.
Yeah. Keep going on this topic though, because I'm I'm learning. This is crazy to me.
Right.
Insane.
I'm really interested because I believe in a woman's intuition. And what I want to know is is there something a woman can do, right? That can just kind of illuminate the guy that is rapey or that has these characteristics. I want to know what is it that just stands out about that kind of person? Or, well, maybe that's the reason why they use roofies and drugs, because maybe your intuition has to get turned off in some kind of way so they could slip in under your defenses.
That makes
right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the movement. I don't know, but I want women to call in, share your experience. Maybe this is an opportunity to get this shit off your chest, because I believe there are a lot of women out there. They say rape goes unreported. A high number. So if 60% of women they're getting a bunch of calls, and it's just a fraction of who's actually reporting and who's not. Especially in light of this fucking Bill Cosby thing, you go even deeper and say, when women are raped by men of power, do they feel a kind of pressure that causes them not to report? Because of maybe potential financial losses or being blackballed or whatever industry they're in. I mean, it's really interesting to see. I want to know. 844-55-1. We've got Lucy on the line from Arizona. Line 3. Lucy, speak to us.
It's my turn.
Lucy.
Yes, Lucy. Hey, girl. She said,
yes.
Turn your life down,
so,
Lucy. Turn your life down. It's really loud over there. Turn it down. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So no, I just wanted to say, I think, yes, I think women if how they portray themselves and how they dress most definitely attracts certain kind of attention. That's a reality. That doesn't mean, of course, that woman should get raped or assaulted or harassed or whatever. But I don't know why girls pretend I'm gonna dress however I want. No man's gonna touch me. I ain't gonna have no problems. But the reality is, if you're exposing skin, men are just naturally attracted to that, and of course they're going to come to you. And then as far as men preying on weak women, I think that's definitely a reality. I think it's funny that men are naturally attracted to a weaker counterpart. I just find that interesting. If men are strong, they're supposed to be the stronger of the sexes. Through evolution, all that stuff. You would think they would be attracted to something that's a challenge. But honestly, I don't think they like a challenge in a female.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's all.
Interesting. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you, Lucy.
The phone lines are open. 844-55-1. What about the phenomena of women raping men?
Yo.
Is it possible? Do you think that's even conceivable?
Come on,
because the big argument is men are bigger and stronger, and are we saying it's virtually impossible for a woman to slip a dude a roofie?
Actually, there was a guy that I dated, and he got in a car
raped
accident.
him?
yes.
No,
That'd be-
he got in a car
You
accident.
took his
and
colostomy bag and then you raped him. No,
Oh,
I'm
I
just
got a
kidding.
crazy story I got told.
Well, go ahead, finish your story, Red Panda.
So he got in a car accident and he had to stay in the hospital overnight, and the medications that they gave him knocked him out. And he said that one of the nurses admitted to fucking him while he was out.
Shut the
when he
front
woke up.
door.
And he's like, she was bad and everything, but I just felt like kind of violated.
Yeah. Hello.
Would that be considered rape?
Yes.
I'm just
raped
saying,
him.
does the female rapist actually exist? Somebody call us, 844-55-1.
That's crazy.
Last weekend, man, let me tell you, I turned up a little bit. I had to pick up my homeboy. My little boo thing came into town, and he was turned. He was too turned, and I was just kind of like, dang, I really wanted to get some, but my friends were like, don't do it. I said, I'm not going to do this because this would be considered rape to me.
What?
I didn't.
I've been with that. I would have loved it.
I've been
He
awakened
was
to hella fellatio, you know, and I mean,
So waking a guy up to sucking his dick
No.
is
I
rape?
mean, waking up and she's full on in it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, this is great.
That's a blessing.
That's no, but I don't think that when he was literally like blacked out drunk, that if I'm going to start sucking his dick while he's drunk, I feel like that's rape, bro.
I think it has a lot to
Don't
do
do
with
it.
the relationship,
Oh my
too.
God.
Like,
Here
that's
we
your
go.
man, though.
I'm not raping no niggas, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Our
Wendy's
engineer,
crazy. I was
our
about to say
engineer is here. Let me
something.
introduce you. Don't nobody know you.
Yeah, he just
Just gonna start
hopped
talking.
in.
What had happened was back in the 40s, my grandfather. Let us introduce you. As a matter of fact, you answer this phone right now, and then we'll bring you in.
Oh, Zoe got a new hat. Like your hat.
So, I do believe that women can rape men.
Yep.
I know
What
you
is an
don't.
example?
I know you don't know. You're young. I don't expect you to know very much.
Here we go. Back to this. I know our job is to make you look good, but you're making it really hard.
What about the false claims of rape? Just to get back at the jilted lover. This happens quite a bit. Do you see how it's very difficult to have like this black or white kind of understanding of
Yeah,
rape? Because
sure.
there are layers to it,
Yeah.
right? But that isn't to say women aren't in harm's way in a lot of relationship situations. Now,
Well, yeah.
go ahead, Veronica.
I think we also have to understand it in the context of overall rape culture. There is rape culture out here, and it stems from everything from clitoral mutilation and rape as a tactic of war and sex trafficking. I mean, I don't mean to take it really heavy.
No, that's where it's got to go. Yeah.
There's a widespread global phenomena of violence against women. So, so while it's true that there can be incidents, here and there of women raping men, the truth is that there's not widespread women-inflicted violence against men. That's just the truth.
I don't know how.
agree.
I don't know how true that is, though. I mean, it sounded. It could.
If you look at it,
It could be sophistry.
look at it.
I'll
if
Google
you look at it globally, if you look at it globally and you look at the violence that exists that is perpetuated against women and children sexually globally, there's absolutely no comparison. And so, and I'm not. So this is a men needing to fix men issue. That's what this is. It's men needing to take a stand against other violent men.
I like that. There's an
that
organization.
perpetuate violence against women.
I like that. There's an organization out there called A Call to Men. It's by Ted Bunch. Right? He's a friend of mine. He does this work that Veronica is talking about. But what we have to be careful of, and I hear what Veronica is saying, but I don't 100% agree, because violence is quantified and contextualized via stats for a particular purpose and reason. So we have to find out, like, okay, why is this stat presented the way in which it's presented? Like in America, now we can understand the global argument, but you come back to America, the most violent gender partner by stats are women. And the only thing that separates that violence is the impact of male violence, right? So when men are violent with women, men tend to hurt women. So what happens is the stereotype is men should be able to take all women have to dish out violently because what they dish isn't as impactful as what he dishes. Do you understand? But if you just look at what is classified in domestic violence situations as moderate violence, whether it be CCV, common couple violence, IPV, intimate partner violence, or the most severe form in these categories, IT, intimate terrorism, men's physical impact trumps that of the women. But when you look at moderate violence in relationship, women are more violent than men, period, hands down, in America. Now, if you throw in all the other layers, which is clitoral mutilation over in Africa, Ethiopia, the clitoral, the fucking circumcision of a woman's clitoris.
That is crazy.
To me,
trafficking.
Right. Let's deal with them. Let's deal with them in boxes. Not only is it, bad men who need to be coached by men, as Veronica said, but it's also our belief in God, the religious, the religious justification that says, hey, the church said we can do this, or my interpretation of what the church is saying says we can do this. And then you have to get the women who stand in solidarity and allegiance to the religious belief to say, nah, that's your interpretation or misinterpretation of that particular religious belief. So there are layers to it that we can't just, wash away in one blanket statement and say, oh, these are just bad men. We have to also deal with women who feel like solidarity in a belief system that ultimately marginalizes and hurts them is part of the problem too. Ashanti has a point.
So I brought up some numbers on RAINN. RAINN, by the way, is Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. And it says 1 out of every 6 American women have been a victim of rape.
That's why we need to hear from them.
Out of 1 in 33 men that have been a victim of rape, and then 1 out of every 15 children have been a victim of rape.
That's so much rape.
It's a lot of rape.
That's insane to me.
But it shows that
it's a rapey world, huh?
This is a horrible place we live in. This is crazy.
True or false? A husband/wife cannot sexually assault their partner. It's impossible. I'm married to her. That pussy belonged to me. And I can have it whenever I want. I don't even have to ask for it. A lot of people believe that. 844-55-1. We got callers on the line. Sarah, line 3. You're on the line. Holler at us. The voice of reason is at your service.
Hello.
Hey, Sarah, where you at, girl?
Sarah, talk to us.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so sorry, I have a quick question. I don't have any females that I could ask this of. I mean, I have sisters, but this is an awkward sexual question. Okay, and this question is to the ladies on the panel. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so when you're first new to sex and you guys found giving head to guys right? And then did you find that when you give head to the man that you're in love with or something that you actually end up liking it?
For sure. Because I don't like giving head.
Okay,
so if it's, I'll do it for somebody that I actually like. I'm just being honest. I don't like giving head. I don't want anybody coming in my mouth or anything like that. But if it's somebody that I love, I'm going to go all out.
Yes.
I'm going to slurp that shit up.
Definitely.
Yeah, I found that with my man that I'm with and I feel like I'm in love with. It's wow, over time, it just I actually take pleasure in it too, satisfying him in that way. It's really weird.
Yay, yeah, man. And as long as he make sure he returns the favor, though, all right? Because we get head too, so make sure.
Right, make sure he eats.
And tell him definitely if there's something he's doing that you don't like, just tell him. Just talk to him.
And tell him to eat a lot of pineapple and kiwi too, just to keep it a little sweeter for you.
Yeah, you drink lots of water and pineapple juice.
And eat them
all
strawberries,
day.
girl.
Yeah.
Keep your fruit intake up.
Thank you for calling, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. All right, next time, listen to the topic. And,
we're helping the world. We are helping the world.
Call us on the porn show, and then,
Oh, now you want to be Mr.
Get that Activia yogurt. Right.
That was awesome.
Ashanti is a fucking porn nurse. She's like a porn wet nurse. I want you to take some Activia yogurt.
That Activia yogurt, boy, will get you right.
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
listening to her?
I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't either.
Yeah.
We've got callers, man. Julian, line 4. You're on the Voice of Reason. Holler at us.
Julian.
Julian.
Julian. Julian.
We're going to give him 2 seconds and then we gone.
Julian, where you at though? I'm trying to see what's up.
Whitney is a nut.
All right then, Julian, we got to go.
At clown_, crown 88 just tweeted some pineapples. He said he's got the pineapples on deck.
Okay.
Listen,
Ready.
you know, that's the dude
That's
who
got
drew
date
them.
rape shit all over it. Don't eat the pineapple, girl.
Right. It's going to have all type of little Bill Cosby pills
Yeah,
in it.
man.
Listen, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, the phone lines are jumping 844-55-1. If you want to bring your city into the building, let us know what's happening. We're going to get you online. Just talk to us about it. I know it's a tough subject, but we got to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
What about those people who don't report rape compared to those who
That was
cry rape? Crying rape, crying wolf. Shit, what are the numbers of the wolf criers out
hard
there?
one.
844-55-1. I mean, this is a tough topic. I mean,
God, I
Bill Cosby was everybody's dad. Shit.
Man,
believe
he's
that.
such a gross.
That's crazy, though.
I
Like,
don't
do you
even like-
actually believe that he did that?
I don't even like Jello anymore.
He admitted.
He didn't really admit it.
He
I mean,
admitted to buying drugs for the purpose of giving it to women for sex.
Oh my
he
God.
He
did.
admitted that.
That's
Because
Pretty crystal clear.
the interview that I watched, he was real vague.
because
So
he
I didn't
probably
see that one.
He probably
God,
slipped
but
something through
that's
the TV.
tough. Listen, we got to take a quick break. But when we come back, the hate
Gross.
rape show. Should rape be considered a hate crime? On the Voice of Reason. We'll be back. Hey, this is Zoe Williams, and you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio.
Multitasking.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Reason is back, and of course, Whitney is not going to stop talking.
Never.
Never.
It's a tough topic today. The hate rape show. Are rapists the ultimate woman haters? 844-55-1. True or false? Public rape dialogue justifies a growing hatred of men. Do you agree or not? Right? Can we have an objective conversation about rape without blaming and shaming and judging and finger pointing? It is a very serious topic that needs to be had. How do we protect our daughters from friends that could secretly harbor the potentiality of raping them? 844-55-1. Call in and let us know what you think. Veronica?
You know, I think you have to go back to George Zimmerman. You know, are we justified in pointing out what he did wrong and the institutionalized, systemic culture that's behind him that made him feel entitled to kill Trayvon Martin? So if we're going to go up against that, then we get to go up against this. So,
yes.
right? I mean, I'm both. I believe in both men and women taking accountability for stuff, but to me, race is very cut and dried. And I think at some point you have to take on, just like I think white supremacy and the murderous acts that go against black men, right, are very cut and dried. Either it's happening because it's a sickness called white supremacy and white aggression, or it's not. And to me, it's a little bit the same with race. And because
It's
it
a
is
lot the same,
systemic,
though. It's a
much
lot
in
the
the
same.
same way that,
Yeah.
much in the same way that white supremacy is systemic, I think we have to look at it systemically and look at the problem systemically.
No doubt. I love that. 844-55-1. How does gender, class, and race factor into the believability of the victim claiming sexual assault? Is the little white college girl with blonde hair, more believable than the stripper?
Dang.
844-55-1.
Well, and you know what else I get annoyed with when it comes to rape is people sit there and say, well, it's her fault. She deserved it. Who would ever think that?
Crazy.
Niggas is out here stupid.
That is Ashanti's educated opinion on it.
I'm just saying.
Niggas is out here stupid.
Guys, think about that. That just upsets me.
But it's a real situation where even officers of the court will look at females from a different gender, not a different gender, but a different race, a different socioeconomic background. They will look at her sideways if she claims rape.
Yeah.
Whereas Miss Pollyanna Polly Cracker come in there and say rape.
Amber Alerts.
They gonna turn over some dorm rooms to figure out if it actually went down. Why is it like that? 844-55-1. If you've been a victim of this type of bias, call us and let us know. Ashanti tells us her first boyfriend, raped her.
I was 14.
Wow.
How did you get through that situation? Like, how did you process it? And that's a very young age. How were you able to process that?
Well, I mean, and it even ties back to what you were saying a little bit earlier. How, you actually asked a question, do all rape victims yell and scream and cry? And if they don't, does that mean that it's not rape? I said no a few times. I mean, this was my first time. I didn't really know what was going on. And he proceeded. I didn't scream and yell because at the same time, I had an emotional tie to him. He was my boyfriend. It wasn't until after the fact that I really started processing it. And, I kind of kept it inside for a long time because I wasn't even supposed to have a boyfriend.
Wow.
So I couldn't even talk to my parents about it.
I can't even go to them and say, this dude raped me. But, by the way, he's my boyfriend. I know him 2 years early.
Right. I couldn't even. And then it's crazy because, I don't want to get too, detailed, but I had blood in my pants and it wasn't my period. And, my stepmom is like a fucking FBI detective. So she found that. And it's crazy because instead of then coming out and saying, yes, I got raped, I just denied having sex altogether, so I didn't really get to process what happened to me until college and taking different classes and talking to other people that had similar situations.
Wow.
14 is pretty young. It's crazy because I'm 28 now and I look back on that like, damn, I was a baby.
How old was he?
18.
What a creep.
I was a freshman in high school and he was a senior.
Let's go back to the no means no concept, right? Do you find in general, right, you hear about the A-type personality, right? Because we might have to classify the A-type personality as a type of mental illness, right? The person that just can't accept no for an answer. Now, my homeboy, Dr. Mark Goulston, tells us that in the DSM, or is that what it's called, the DSM? Where the Bible of Insanities?
DSM,
right?
Psychiatry, yeah.
Right. He tells us that narcissism is so fucking widespread that they just said, you know what, we're going to take narcissism out of the DSM because everybody suffers from that. But when we start breaking down the personality types, right? Let's say like an A-type personality, somebody that just can't take no for an answer, right? How do we develop methods to convey what no means to that type of person, especially in context of relationship? Veronica, what are the first steps we need to take to get those kind of people to understand, like, she said no. You know what I mean? How do we get them there?
Yeah. Well, I think that in a certain way, I think that people that are predisposed to that culture, there's a few things that happen. A, they tend to be groomed inside of that culture. I watched Steubenville go down. I watched it really, really closely because I watched Anonymous really, really closely, right, the hacktivist group. And I watched how they went in and dissembled a huge rape culture that was happening in Steubenville.
Right.
But it took hackers to dismantle the whole thing because these college boys were being groomed by coaches and parents and boosters. Like, it was a whole college football thing that was, they viewed football as the lucrative thing. It's way out of Steubenville, and so that was more important than women. So in a certain way, there has to be a paradigm shift in the culture that actually values the humanity of women. And I don't know, I think that's missing in a lot of cultures, and it gets crowded by, and you look at like the Roman Catholic Church, or you look at football culture, or you look at, any time, and let me say this and still be loved, anytime you have big institutions and there's no women in any sort of managerial or executive role where men get to kind of run amok amongst themselves, it tends to be, if you look at it closely, it tends to be predisposed to have this kind of culture, right?
Wow,
you
that's interesting.
need to have women's energy in there as a softening force, as a feminizing force, as a check on male aggression, right? Because you'll find a lot of times in these, you look at the dude out at that was raping all the little kids, Jerry Sandusky. All of that is like a hyper-masculine culture, hyper-macho culture, and there's no feminine balance to check it. So I think it requires a cultural change that has men and women deciding shit together about how things are going to go.
But let's keep in mind too, because balance has to always be a part of these conversations. We live in a PC culture where you can't really tell the truth about how you feel. And there are a lot of knee-jerk reactions to situations because on the surface, they don't look right. I.e., if we follow what Veronica is saying right now, what happened to that young kid at Florida State is justified, right? The little kid at Florida State, 19 years old, was being fucked with by a woman. She pushed him, punched him, did all types of shit, and then he reacted and punched her. So now he's kicked out of college. His scholarship is gone. And what happens is they just deal with the end result and not what led up to it. So, yes, Veronica is right, but at the same time, every truth is a half-truth. Because there's the other side of the coin where some of what Veronica is saying is actually in place and is being misappropriated on that end too. So is she correct? Yes. More feminine energy in higher corporate, environments on the decision-making side of it is definitely needed. But at the same time, because people are more about looking right as opposed to real justice, knee-jerk reactions in situations such as this kid at Florida State takes place. We start his judgment on his response to this woman, who, if you watch the video, is the aggressor until he responds. Now, that goes back to the CTS, the Conflict Tactics Survey. I always ask people, don't fucking believe what I'm talking about. Go look it up. Moderate violence towards men from women in an unspoken way is supposed to be accepted by men ad infinitum, regardless. Now, that's just the other side of the pillow. Do we still need to fucking check men? And when I say we, I mean men. This is what Ted Bunch says with his call to men movement. Men need to check the men that are out of pocket.
Yep.
Right? We need to say, hey, hold on. Fuck is you doing? He said, but far too often, in many situations and in many cases, men are silent. We'll have a dude who had a situation with his girlfriend or with his wife or with whoever, and we know about it, but we won't pull him to the side and check him.
Why is that?
And I'm not saying that's all men. That's certain pockets of men.
I don't think people take it that seriously. I mean, we're in this room now, we're talking about it, and it's serious to us because it's a topic, but I don't think people take it that seriously.
Well,
I'm going to give you an example. The guy that raped me, I didn't say anything about it, but, a couple girls after that did. He was only in jail or prison for like 9 months. I mean, Mike Vick did 18 months over some fucking dogs.
Over a dog.
That's crazy.
So it's like, I don't think people take it that serious.
Well, and one thing too, like my father works as a lieutenant in a correctional facility for 30, 40 years, and he said that child molesters and rapists get like literally have to be like isolated because so everybody wants to kill them. Literally, all these people in prison. That's like, if you go in as a mass murderer, I killed 17 million people. No, that's cool. You're good. You can walk around the courtyard skipping and hopping, whatever you do.
Skipping and hopping.
You know. But if you are a rapist and you're in prison, like, you usually have to spend your whole bid in isolation because all the other convicts want to kill you, murder you. But we don't do that out here, and we're the civilized ones, and we're the ones not caged. Like, to me, that's crazy.
You know what's really interesting? Rape, no one can argue, right? Is some fucked up shit, right? Nobody can say, oh, rape is okay. Nobody can really say that. Everybody in civilized countries will go, you took the pussy?
What?
Wow, okay. Right? So generally, rape is seen as a bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless she asks you to do it.
What?
That's
some girls get off on that.
There's some weirdos. Well, I mean,
some girls get off.
And it's just not fucking weird. It's choke me, slap me.
That's not rape, though. I've
had
that stuff.
Listen, I've had a.
Rape.
Hold on.
Consensual.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Let me
50
finish.
Shades of Grey.
Listen, you guys are so ready to respond. You don't listen to the setup.
Nah.
But let's just move past this shit. Go on to Mike from DC. Jesus.
Hey, Mike.
Mike from DC, what up?
Oh, it's just that our engineer is on his cell phone.
What the F,
right.
bro?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, pal?
What up, man?
Hey, Mike.
This is another interesting topic, though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go back to the question when you was like how people should raise their daughters on this, and I was just saying, like, a lot of times, like, I think men should teach their daughters to, like, be like, well, if you're dating a man and you go over his house late at night, they should be like, if you're not going to have sex with him or if you're not going to fuck him, don't go over there. Like, some women will go, like, just like Mike Tyson.
You talking about Desiree Washington?
She
like,
came to the hotel at 3 in the morning. Like, what do you expect for him to do? Not the one to have sex with you late at night? I'm not advocating rape, but I'm just saying, like, women should know before they go over a man's house, are they going to fuck him or not? Is that...
There should be some. Well, not necessarily. They should know if they're going. I'm not going to go as far.
I wonder
as,
if he's going to rape me.
Niggas
right.
The hell?
I don't think it should be something as cut and dry. Like, I need to know if I want to fuck him or not, or this or that. What I do think is
conversation.
Listen, Big Mama usually is the wisest motherfucker in the family, and Big Mama used to say, "You wouldn't be in an accident if you weren't there." She used to tell me that shit all the time. You would not be in an accident if you weren't there.
But you even just said earlier that rape usually occurs.
I wasn't finished, but okay.
Between people that know each other, so they're clearly comfortable with each other.
No, but it's true though. Like, you wouldn't be in an accident if you weren't there. At the end of the day, what the fuck are you doing in the heavyweight champion of the world's hotel room at 3 p.m. If nothing happened and that was my daughter, I would be on her head. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And
do you understand what I'm saying? Like, visit that crazy motherfucker who gets paid for knocking niggas' blocks off in the daytime at Jack in the Box where it's crowded. Not in the privacy of his own room. He wasn't raised in your environment. So he may not have your social game rules. So why would you put yourself in a situation to see what social game rules a nigga got where you ain't got no backup and no support to be able to get the fuck up out of there?
Yep.
I agree.
Is that not a valid point, Veronica?
That is a valid point on the individual basis. Yeah, that is a valid point on an individual basis. Again, I'm going to equate this back to the way it works with white supremacy. One of the great tricks that they play on us about white supremacy is they say, well, it doesn't matter that we've got cops out here killing black men because y'all kill each other anyway. Right? It's kind of the same argument. It's like, don't hold up as possible for what our institutionalized aggression against you because y'all killing each other. It's kind of the same argument.
Keep doing it, Veronica. I said, keep doing it, B.
It's the same thing. So at some point, it's like white folks got to go back to white folks and say, hey, stop being aggressive, murderous killers and racists. And men need to go back to men and say, hey, stop raping. Period.
Stop raping.
Boop, boop. Hey.
Yo, I have a question.
Did she say you could put that in there?
Yo, I got a question. So.
Yes.
What if, so rape is obviously very high in our country. What if they were to legalize like prostitution where people could, jobs would be increased and maybe these creepy rapies would just go pretend to rape like a prostitute who's working, who want, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
Let me just say
Does that
this.
help the rape problem?
Let me just say this. There's a lot of sexual deviance in the world. Please understand.
Yes,
the fucking NAMBLA, the Man Boy Love Association.
I don't even know what that is.
Some real shit. There's motherfuckers in Thailand. There's billionaires who go to Thailand just for boy pussy. Right?
It's disgusting.
I'm just saying. It's a real situation.
Boy pussy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is boy pussy?
Ass pussy, right. Man.
Koi fish. Twizzler sauce. I'm just saying.
I
don't even know what you just ruined Twizzlers. Thanks a lot, though. Shit.
I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of deviants out there, and I feel like it comes with that A-type personality who's the power hungry. Because if you go back to the essence of rape, the essence of rape isn't about your pussy. It's about your power. Who disagrees with that? 844-55-1.
I agree.
Oh, you still here?
Mike is still kicking it. What the hell? Well, shit.
What's that, Mike?
Damn, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna say this one last thing. I want to say so because I don't condone raping, and I'm not a rapist. But I'm saying, like, I always have a rule with women, like, you can't come over my house and we ain't having sex.
Damn.
Then you're a rapist, nigga.
You a rapist? That sounds.
She doesn't want to have sex, and I'm like, get out. I'm not gonna rape her.
No, I'm just fucking
You know
with
what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm just saying, like, I just want to ask this question when I leave out. I just wanted to, like, Veronica and Tabor and Shanti, would you tell your daughters that when they get older, like, don't go over a grown man's house if you're not gonna fuck them?
Well, I wouldn't.
Would you tell your daughters
No,
that?
that's too imbalanced.
I definitely would not say that to them, but I would say you need to have conversations. Like you said, I'm not letting you have a conversation with the chick. Like, look, you're not coming over to my house unless we're fucking, right? Cool. That's a conversation. She can either take it or leave it. That's what I would tell my daughter would be have uncomfortable conversations so you don't get put in an uncomfortable situation. That's what I'm going to tell my children. Like, just talk. People are so sensitive nowadays. It's like if people would just have a conversation, half of these rapings probably wouldn't even matter or wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? So that.
And I love what you're saying, Whitney. I love what you're saying. I think that's brilliant. And I think the whole concept of a woman can't come to my house unless she's going to fuck is indicative of the culture.
It's great.
To me, that is the rape culture, right?
Yeah.
It's this, hey, that pussy need to be on the table if you're in my presence.
Or nah.
It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. It's so fucking entitled. It's like women, listen, I bang on women about our responsibility too, but this sense of entitlement that brothers get sometimes about pussy is just like, really? Like,
but see,
I don't.
It speaks to a certain level of masculine immaturity. Let's just go deeper into this. Yep. Because women say this all the time, and I argue with women on the flip side of this point, which is when you're ready to grow up and be a man and be serious about me and this relationship, I say, well, wait a minute. The assumption is a grown-up, mature man is monogamous, right? That's the assumption, right? A man who wants to have sex with multiple women, it's implied that he's somehow immature and not ready to, settle down. Like, yeah, well, wait a minute. To assume that all men are just fucking out of control at your body or your naked presence, that's immature. And so to me, if men are out there with beliefs that say, You can't come around here unless fucking is on the table. To me, that's a level of immaturity.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
rape culture. That's
culture.
exactly rape culture. That's exactly what it is. It may be at a lower continuum of rape culture, but it is on the continuum of rape culture, which is a sense of entitlement.
I'm entitled to that pussy.
Which is crazy to me. But I mean, and think about the music too.
But wait. I need you to write that thought.
I'm writing it down.
Because you have to. Because we have to take a quick break. But before we go to break, I got to get her in. They just told me she's here.
Yes.
Psychic medium. Hecka activated.
Yes.
Bring her in.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hi, Hecka. She's my woman crush. Hecka is my woman crush Wednesday. Have you seen Hecka? She got a nice booty. And her face.
Oh my goodness.
Look at her face. Look and see. Am I a rapey guy?
Yes. You're very rapey over
I love
Hecka.
her face too, but I first went for the booty.
Yes, you're rapey.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to be rapey.
Do lesbians rape each other?
Ooh.
Do dykes take that pussy?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
We
I
might
think,
need.
I think whether you're male or female, you could have the same energy of rape. And when I take a look at someone's astrological chart, I can always see if either they have been raped or if they're actually the ones that are actually giving off that energy. And there are women who have Plutonian, Venus aspects in their astrological charts that give off this energy, and Mars is also thrown in there too. And there's also men that do the same exact thing. So we can't say, okay, men are the only ones that rape. You know, I wouldn't dare say that, because saying that would kind of like throw off the principle of polarity or the balance effect.
Wow.
Men do it,
Listen,
women do it as well.
we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, are you telling me there are some astrological signs that are more predisposed to being rapey than others?
What? Oh my god, I hope I don't have rapey vibe.
Listen, I want you motherfuckers to call in. I want you guys to call in right now and tell me your sign
So we can.
and your dude sign or your girl sign, so we can find out through Hecka if you're dating a closet rapist.
A rapey guy.
No, see, the thing about it is, I want to make something clear really quick before we go to break. We're not only looking at the astrological sun sign, but we're looking at the Venus placement, we're looking at the Mars placement, and we're looking at the Pluto placement as well.
Wow. 844-55-1.
Signs, and Pluto is the sexual to the max.
Wow. 844-55-1. Get to your phone lines right now. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, the voice of reason, the Hate Rape Show. We'll be back. The Hate Rape Show. Voice of reason, Hot Button Radio. You know you can't get Hot Button Radio unless you have the Dash Radio app. Download that shit. Right? Oh, by the way, the Relationship Dismount is the #1 new release in the divorce section on Amazon.com.
Shit, you got Whitney doing that shit.
Fucking
ridiculous.
Yeah, that shit is fun, Ashanti. Just join us.
All right, fuck it.
You ready?
Do it again, do it again.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, it feels
what
good.
a fucking release.
It feels bomb, right? Look.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
I'm excited about it. Kindle version, #1 new release. Go get it. $10. Go get it. Get it, share it, whatever. Before we went to break, we were talking about hate rape. I don't call it date rape. I call it hate rape, because the way I'm looking at it is that you have to hate somebody to do something like that. You know, like we're all going to hurt each other. I always say, like an old lady told me once before, she said, listen, we all use each other. We just don't want to misuse each other. We should be very aware of misuse of each other. We all use each other. So
you've used me?
I would like to use you, more.
Don't get rapey right now,
Thanks
okay?
for getting rapey.
I'm using that word. I don't like the word, but
You're kind of rapey yourself. I've seen you.
Whitney can be a little
Whitney
rapey.
oh
is
yeah,
rapey.
off top. I already what been
You feel me? But
creeping.
listen, get to your phone lines right now because Hecka Activated, psychic medium extraordinaire, on the line right now. You can find her at heckaactivated.com. That's her website. You can also find Veronica Conway at veronicaconway.com. That's her website. You can find me at iamzoewilliams.com. That's my website. Ashanti Ford Live should be coming up soon, correctly?
Right, but for now, wait, is this the end of the show or something?
Oh my god.
Okay, see, and this
Hit
is
me
why
up.
her mic
Okay,
gets
hit me
turned
up on
off right
YouTube,
here.
Girl on Fire Production. Keep on subscribing to those YouTubes. I have a question.
I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready. Whitney,
sorry.
What's up?
everybody was giving her websites. Could you give
Yo,
yours?
oh,
This nigga
Miss-
said, "What's up?" She in the fucking
I'm chilling, bro.
beauty salon right now.
MissTaber.com. Go peep it. I got some new images, some posters,
So,
some calendars. All that.
What I'm setting up right now, Hecka Activated. Let's find out if your partner. Okay, turn the mic off. This motherfucker singing and just doing everything. Okay, yeah, very. Anyway, Jesus. Hecka Activate is going to give some readings real quick. Call me right now, 844-55-1. If your partner, if you suspect your partner got some rapey planets, some rapey planetary aspects,
Scary.
call me right now, 844-55-1. Maybe your partner is a female and she only knows how to rape pockets.
Ooh. Turn Ashanti's mic on.
Find out. 844-55-1. Who we got on the line? Connecticut in the building. Line 2. Damien. Damien.
Don't do that to my man.
What up, man?
Not much. I'm chilling.
Speak on it.
I don't need a reading or anything, but
No, you don't want to reveal yourself.
I need one.
Oh, please, come on, man. Not at all. Not at all.
Go ahead, man.
I'm a Libra, and I don't have a rape bone in my body. But I guess what I would want to bring up is my past dealings with women that have experienced rape, and what I find, at least in the black community or whatever we call it, is a level of. I'm not going to say this is like. Just something that happens within the black community. I'm not saying that other women of other races don't experience this, because I know in other Muslim countries and especially the point of religion being kind of like a one of the actual like the points where this is really looked at as, but the loneliness that's associated with being a victim of rape, that I think within the black community, especially communities that are run by religion, I think part of the problem with and part of the kind of the stagnation of healing is the problem with women not being, and kind of Ashanti kind of touched on it, is the fact that they can't communicate with anybody. So it really kind of just affects, it kind of prolongs the effect on the community, because these women aren't allowed to kind of come forward, kind of start the process of healing. They kind of just have to deal with it. And through, later sexual partners or later relationships, it kind of just spirals. Now they either catch themselves or they just fall into disarray and just become I guess the problem. You know what I mean? They become what the violence and the animus and all of that stuff that was thrust upon them. They become that, and then they can't even look back. They can't even see what affected them to begin with, and they just become another issue.
Y'all don't hear this voice? Y'all don't hear this voice of male protection and understanding right now? Y'all got to fucking acknowledge this, man.
Hey, Damien,
when good men call in, y'all got to acknowledge that.
No, thank you so much. That is profound, and thank you.
Thank you, Damien.
Damien.
get slurped up all day.
I just like his name. Oh my goodness, I like Damon.
This nigga's the son of the devil. Jesus. This is the
Really
Antichrist.
profound. It's profound to hear a man say it, so thank you, brother.
No, we appreciate you, man. Seriously. Seriously, that was good shit. Listen, we got more callers. The phone lines are crazy right now. 844-55-1. Veronica has something to say real quick. Tell us real quick, and then we moving.
It is real quick, but I want you to remember there's a guy, Tony Browder, who does a lot of work with pyramids. But one of the things that I interviewed him recently, and he talked about how in Baltimore what they were finding is that there's like an 80% like rape and incest thing happening there.
In Baltimore?
Yeah, in Baltimore. It's like a crazy amount. In the black community, there's a crazy amount of rape and incest there. And when they traced it, when the psychologist went in there to say what is going on and why is that happening, they traced it back to the fact that in the early days of slavery in Baltimore, there were stud farms there. And that this thing about what they would have men rape their sisters, rape their daughters, rape whoever so that they could produce and breed, that got it handed down in the culture, in the DNA, and it exists today, generations later.
And what people
That's what
don't,
they found.
you know what's crazy? Angela Dumas will be coming back next Wednesday to clear some of that shit that is still in your heart if you've experienced that. Am I bullshitting, Veronica?
Yeah, true.
Angela Dumas is going to come back and do some major energy healing next Wednesday. Oh, we got something big set up for Angela Dumas. This is going to be crazy. I'm just trying to provide resources. Go ahead, finish.
I want to say one thing too, based off what Veronica just said. I don't think that a lot of us realize too, and I know this is going to sound strange to a lot of people, but areas, locations, cities, states, countries, all of those places have astrological charts as well. So if you were to look at the astrological chart for that particular city, I guarantee you were going to see that rape nonsense in it.
Wow. Crazy. Miami is in the building. Brian, line 4. Speak on it, man.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can. We waiting on you to talk, though.
No, I had you guys on mute. How you doing?
All right. What's happening, brother? Talk to me.
Hey, I wanted to get an astrological reading to find out if I am a potential rapist.
Wow.
It sounds like
Hello?
Go ahead, Go ahead, Hecka.
Okay, yeah. Of course, it's going to take a minute to construct a chart, to look at your chart, to tell whether to look at your astrological aspects. But just from a psychic intuitive ability, I don't think that you are not necessarily aware of your very Martian type of energy when it comes to women and sexuality, period. You're aware of it because you've experienced it within yourself, correct?
Hecka, what is Martian energy? Just in case he doesn't know what that is.
Martian energy. Okay, I'm sorry. Martian energy is very fiery Mars type of energy.
Aggressive, masculine, hyper.
Yeah, very aggressive, masculine. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have my Mars and Venus are in Aries.
Oh shit! See.
And but that balances out. No,
and
but
I'm sure
that
Mars
that
and Venus
out.
both. With Mars, I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, sir. I am getting a whole lot of echo and feedback. I apologize for cutting you off. With Mars and Venus both sitting in Aries, the ruler of Mars, making contact with one another. And do you know where Pluto is located?
Pluto is in Scorpio.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
This dude is a perv.
Oh, man.
He knew why he called in.
No, I knew why he called.
This motherfucker knew exactly why.
You have that potential, sir.
He know.
It sounds like and his laugh sounds like my homeboy. I'm kind of like, oh, shit.
No. Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. I've never felt like I wanted to rape someone. I'm not even turned on by that. Like, if a woman doesn't want to give it up, I'm completely turned off. So,
well, why
that
do you
never
think
even
you...
crosses my
But I
mind.
tell you what does happen with you. You attract women that have had the experience themselves. Now, don't you?
True. A lot of the women I deal with, they've been victim to past molestation and things of that nature. So that's very true.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I don't know if you listened to the show that we did. A couple Wednesdays ago, I think last Wednesday or a couple Wednesdays ago, when someone brought up the idea that people are forced to come back and teach the very thing that they had to experience or they experienced in the past life.
Yeah.
That's why. You definitely did it in the past life. You carried that energy over into this life. Now, in this lifetime, you have that energy. You have it now to utilize it to help those that are coming to you that have had the experience in this lifetime.
Wow. Listen, don't you take no wooden nickels or no vulva. Your planets is lined up for some bullshit, okay? Don't do it.
Tell me about it, but no, that never even crosses my mind.
Man, I appreciate you. Hey, seriously, though.
Thanks a lot.
I appreciate you calling us and sharing with us, man. The phone lines are open, 844-55-1. Please reach out to us. Get this reading from Hecka. You may think we bullshitting over here, but we not. Brian D. Williams, at @HRap_Brian, says, can you ask Hecka what's the chart for Chicago? I know it's off topic, but what she said got my attention. Is Chicago, all of Chicago, built on a fucking ancient Indian burial ground? What kind of evil poltergeist got our people out there tripping in the way that they are? Homeboy just wanted to speak on that.
Yeah, I would absolutely have to do
question.
some research to find out. Yeah, I would have to do some research to find out.
Perfect. Let's do that. Let's set that up for Friday.
Information for that chart.
Yeah, you get the information on Chicago's birth date, because every state has a birth date. You get that information, and we do a little research, and maybe either Friday or Monday, we deal with the questions. Wow.
Absolutely. We can definitely do that. I will research that information, look at the chart for Chicago. I can tell you, just based off my psychic intuitive abilities, there's a lot of Martian energy there as well. And Pluto. Some very hard Martian Pluto aspects there.
Wow. Crazy. Ashanti, I asked you to find some resources because there might be somebody out there who's struggling with this, who's never said anything, who hasn't reported it. Sure. Somebody got hurt. Can you help us?
Yeah, there's multiple. I mentioned one of them earlier, rain.org. That's RAINN. So double N, rain.org. That's a really good one. Another really great one is pandys.org, PANDYS.org.
That's like panda and panties.
Okay, moving on.
Say it again. Panda panties.
Are we really giving rape resources amongst jokey shit?
Yes.
Okay, things are getting really weird.
Okay. Either you do your job.
I'm trying to.
Or I'm going to.
Moving on. Aftersilence.org is a really, really good one. And then the last one, womanslaw.org.
I'm going to ask another serious question to move quickly away from her voice.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Zoe hates it, y'all. Right.
Whoa.
How am I supposed to work with that? Right.
Shots fired.
I love Red Panda. Y'all know that.
I know you
really
got a red hat on. You team Red Panda.
I know. He has a new red hat. No more Kangos.
Let me just say. I love Kangos now. I'm hip hop now. Don't you disrespect hip hop, you little newfangled little girl.
Newfangled.
You little newfangled hip hopper.
I don't know what that's, man.
Anyway, I'm about to ask a really tough question. Turn off all the music, all seriousness aside here. Can a violent rape trauma transform a woman into a sexually liberated, sexually free, person? Like a lot of times you say, okay, she gets real promiscuous or she goes asexual. Right? Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to fuck with sex no more, or she gets hella sexual, super hyper promiscuous. Can that act, that violent act of rape, lead her to sexual self-actualization? Is that possible?
Yes.
I agree.
844-55-1. Veronica, Hecka, everybody speak on it.
Well, whose flag I fly on this, and it's the only human I've ever met on the planet that actually has the wherewithal to go in and deal with this at a deeper level. Nachama has worked with victims of trauma and stuff because literally when women have had this experience, it's not just the physical experience, it's sort of the energetic wounding that happens in their vaginas and their field and all of that. And so what you have to do is you have to go in and transmute all that energy. In other words, it becomes very stuck energy. It becomes stuck in her mentally. It becomes stuck in her womb. It actually can lead to a lot of women that he's encountered that were rape victims over time because they've just become so hardened around the sort of the energetics of the act. You literally, you go in and like their wounds are like calcified and like hard. And so a lot of times he has to go in and, again, enough sort of masculine, spiritual, connected firepower where he goes in and begins to transmute that energy. When that energy gets freed up, it's actually interesting. Not only does she become sort of hugely sexually liberated, she becomes like the ultimate in sexual liberation because all that stuck stored energy gets freed up and it becomes its own sort of powerhouse. But she has to go back and square off with all the sense of victimization and shame and all the sort of energetic wounding that's happened to her. But I've seen it happen with his people. It can be one of the most powerful, transformative experiences on earth for people that have had that experience.
Heck up.
Yeah, I have a tendency to think that people that have very hard or intense sexual experiences have a lot of Plutonian energy astrologically as well. Pluto, of course, everybody knows, is the ruler of the astrological sign Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about sexuality. It's 8th house sexuality type of stuff. Now, whenever someone actually has a sexual experience where, whether it's premature or was forced or anything like that, if that Plutonian energy is already there, the person that's coming in and forcing that experience on them is just igniting what was already there. So when you find that these people are going out and they become very sexual, promiscuous, and all that stuff, it was there. It was there from the very beginning of time. It was there from the time that they entered into this realm. It's just that it was ignited when that experience happened.
Wow.
Now,
Listen.
Nick Charma is the type of person that will come in and bring balance, in my opinion, to that energy. Because although it's ignited, that doesn't necessarily mean that the energy is balanced.
Interesting. Listen, we have a special in-studio guest. She's a celebrity beautician.
Yes, she is.
She's in here doing Whitney's hair right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
She's in here doing it right now, and she has her own rape story. She's about to inspire a lot of people out there who have kept quiet and haven't said anything. Her name is Anita. Welcome to The Voice of Reason.
Anita Rose.
Hi, Anita.
Hi.
Closer to the mic, bro.
Yes, give her the chair, man. This dude is not a gentleman.
Come on.
Wonder where he gets it from.
So
Is that mic on?
I think so.
You know what to do, right?
Mic check.
No. Your mic is fine, Anita Rose. I'm talking about a wild panda that needs to be caged. Male violence against women right now. Put her in the cage. Speak on it, Anita Rose. Talk to us.
I know when I was 19 years old, I had an ex-boyfriend who basically, we got into an argument. I tried to leave him, and things turned really abusive, and he ended up beating me up and pushing me into the bedroom. There was a group of people. We were actually having a party at the time, and he pushed me in the room and pushed the bed to the door so no one could enter, and he proceeded to rape me. No one at the party tried to stop him. Nobody tried to help me or in any sort of way. And actually, after that relationship had ended, he turned into a pimp. And long story short, one of the girls that that was there, he started pimping her. She ended up getting beat up by him really bad to where it turned into a court situation, and I ended up having to testify against him on this scenario. I personally did not want to go through it. I just wanted it to be a dark chapter that was done. And what's crazy about it is I ended up having to testify against him. He went to jail for something like 32 years. I see his sister.
32 years.
Well,
Get
he
your
did a
bitch
lot.
ass up out of here. 32 years. Bye.
He did a
sorry.
lot. He did a lot. I saw a sister at the club some months later, and she actually tried to jump me.
Oh, like, because you
And
sent my brother away. Type
because she
shit.
felt that way, which was crazy, is there was 32 witnesses there.
This nigga got a year for every witness that was there.
And
wow.
And what's amazing to me was the fact that I mean, I ended up beating her ass, by the way.
Yeah. Don't fuck with my nigga.
But
catch these Tiger Woods hands.
Yeah,
all day.
Thank you, all day. But what baffled me, because actually everybody was so, like my friends that were there, they're all happy, like, girl, you beat her ass. But I really just started crying because as a woman, how dare you?
How dare you? That's literally all
I
I'm
love
thinking.
my brother to death. But if he ever did some mess like that to a female, I would never in a million years think that it was okay for me to proceed to try to whoop this person's ass. Like, that's, I don't understand it.
Wow. Wow.
I really
That's
don't.
crazy.
Let me just say, Anita Rose, thank you so much for sharing, because sharing is part of the healing. A lot of people don't understand that. When psychiatrists, like you have certain people who might be catatonic, this is how they know that they're coming out of it, and this is how they know that they're healing and getting better, is when they start to cry. And sharing is part of the healing. Crying, speaking, expressing, that is a form of release. And there are a lot of people who just don't release. They just hold that little toxic nugget inside of their energetic field. Speak on it.
I wasn't able to talk about it, or the whole situation. It was actually, the whole relationship was extremely toxic, but I wasn't able to personally talk about it for a long time. I was actually, it turned me into a different person. I was angry. I was bitter. You couldn't talk to me. You can talk to me about shit. But through the years, about a good 5-6 years later, I was able to talk about it. And I don't mind talking about it now because it's therapeutic to me. And I mean, it was an ugly situation, but I'm not going to say that I was happy that I went through it, but it obviously has made me who I am today. But it really just disgusts me that there were people there and no one said
like
anything.
Right.
And then when I had to go to court for it, I was, you know, I was the one that was in the wrong. I was the one that had threats coming at me, which was incredible. It's incredible. But people, I mean, if they like you as a person, not to bring up whatever, but like, if you decide to rape or beat up somebody, just saying,
go ahead,
and
let's use Chris,
and you had you have a whole fan of people,
right?
You're gonna have the more sympathy vote. Oh, what did this? It's just it like the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. I know when that situation happened, half the people in my barbershop are like, "Well, what did she do?"
Well,
that's so out of pocket.
Oh, this is great. This is great. You just twisted it in a way that we needed to go. We needed to go there.
Yeah.
First off, let me just thank you for sharing that. But what did she do? That's that might even fucking be a topic.
Ooh, what did
she do? Because a lot of times, just like that kid at Florida State, we start at the man's response to something.
Yep.
And then it becomes, you don't have the right to ask, what did she do? Or it becomes, how dare you ask, what did she do? What I do know about the universe, there's something called polarity. There's two sides to everything. The pendulum swings back and forth. Big Mama said, take two to tango. Relationships are a dyadic exchange between two beings. It is bidirectional. There is no unidirectional, I didn't never do shit type situation. There's always something. And I think what happens is, what did she do becomes like this evil question to ask in these situations and circumstances. And in a way, it makes it seem like women have no responsibility or accountability for anything that happens to them. It's just, oh, this just randomly happened. How often does something that isn't somehow related to you happens to you? That's an interesting question. I don't think what did she do is a bad question. At the same time, victim blaming is fucked up. But I do believe there is a place and a space for that question, what did she do, to be asked and not to be looked upon or frowned upon as if it's a bad question. I will give a concession here. Sometimes when that fucking question is asked, it is definitely asked at the most inopportune moment. Like, who wants to talk about what you did right after, you know, the response or whatever happened? No, nobody really wants to deal with that. But this is a tough ass question. And these phone lines are out of control. Let's go to line number 6. Davina, Los Angeles in the building.
Oh, yay.
LA, Davina.
I like Davina.
Hi.
Hey, Davina.
Hi, lady. Hi, so.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for holding on. We running, so you got to make your point quick.
Okay, the point is my one of my partner's birthdays is 1/17/1967. I want to know about his rape potential.
Oh, shit. She's asking you, Hecka.
Yeah,
oh, wow. I don't have time to construct a chart. I don't know why you put it out there like that.
That's what I do, goddammit.
It takes a minute. Yeah, it takes a minute for me to actually construct a chart. So I can't look at his chart and tell you where all his planets are located. You can, reach me on my website so that we could dig a little deeper with that. However, I will say that I do feel some aggression from him, not necessarily rape, but aggression.
Oh, well, since we only have a short period of time, I was one of those women in college that was raped or assaulted twice, and I did not report it. And then when I did report it to my family, they're like, we knew something was going on with you. But they asked that question, what did you do? Were you drinking? How were you dressed? So, yeah, I totally agree with the women who have said, yeah, well, why report it? Because, I'm going to be blamed. What did I do? So I totally get it, and I'm just on a healing path and sending love and light to all the women and men out there who've encountered this energetic in their life.
Wow.
You know what is crazy when we're talking about the what did you do? Why don't we, and no one ever does this and stops. We always point the blame at the victim, I guess, I feel like majority of the time, but no one ever stops and says, what did you do? Like, what did the rapist not do? He didn't control his urges.
No. We do. The rapist does get grilled. Let's not. No.
I'm just saying, like, what did you do?
What did you do?
Were you drinking? Were you, were you dressed provocatively?
It's
blah, 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 blah.
It's already understood.
What did you not do to rape?
But that's what I'm saying. It's already understood that the rapist is in the wrong. That's already known. It's redundant to say, rapist, what did you do? Nigga, you're a rapist. No, that's what you did.
No, I'm not talking about the physical. I'm saying, what did you, exercising your own strength as a human being to not do something, your urges.
But we know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's already there. We don't have to ask that question. We know he's fucked up. We don't have to say, why are you fucked up? Self-examine for us, please. No, we don't have to do that. You fucked up. Right? Is that Veronica trying to squeeze in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that one of the things that we really, it's funny. I think in a certain way, black men, and given what they go through at the hands of white supremacy and white male violence and aggression against them, and black women who have been notoriously victimized by incest, rape, the whole culture, I would think that they would be natural allies because but what seems to be missing sometimes is compassion for an experience that hasn't happened to you, right? We've had like 5, 6 beautiful women tonight, and people talk about either them being raped or some, and it's so casual, and people are so courageous to actually share that truth. But look at how often it happens, and I think that at some point, if we're going to be adults in this conversation, I think we have to have the courage to have empathy. Like, I have never been raped, but I have deep empathy for it happening to another person because I can be enough outside of myself to to actually give a shit about my people, even though it hasn't happened to me. And I think we got to get there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good shit. Red, Missouri, line 1. Get at me.
I've talked about it with my friends and whatnot. My 21st birthday, I was sexually assaulted by 3 women.
Whoa.
I'm a big guy. It's one of those things that at the time, I didn't know what the hell a roofie was. Went to a house party. It was the girl who was hosting it was a friend of my brother's. There was probably about, 13, 14 girls there, and there was like 4 guys.
Damn.
2 of them, one was my brother, one was my best friend. And, a couple of the girls kept making me drink, and I'm a big guy. Like I said, I'm 6'3". At the time, I was playing semi-pro football. I'm 6'3", 325 pounds. And so all they remember, my friend Chad, who doesn't drink, he's watching me. He said, man, you just were kind of out of it. Well, I don't remember going upstairs, but supposedly three of the ladies basically walked me up the stairs, holding me up. Mind you, these women are very small. I woke up, my dick is stuck to my leg. Obviously, I've ejaculated. About an hour later, 3 hours after I went upstairs, they end up leaving the party. I come downstairs, I'm freaking out. I'm in a room. I've never been in this house before. I come downstairs, and I'm losing my shit. I grab my brother, Chad, let's go. We leave, and I'm talking to them because I'm mad at them because how can you not know something was off with me? I can handle my liquor. I only had 2 drinks. I'm lethargic, don't know what the fuck's going on. I've never seen these ladies again. Never seen them again. I went back to that house the next day and talked to the girl who was hosting it, who's a friend of my brother's. She said, Charles, I only know one of them. The other 2 are from out of town. Now, I'm thankful that, no STDs, nothing like that. But when men say that, it doesn't get talked about a lot, but it does happen to men.
But you know what's crazy? Red, you know what's crazy? You represent a stereotype for why they don't want to deal with it. Big ass dude, 300 pounds, that's impossible. He couldn't have got raped by some women. Listen, a rogue gang of female Smurfs attacked this dude and drug him upstairs and put it on him, and he's never seen him again.
Man, my thing is, too, I feel like athletes, they probably get targeted a lot. Like he said he's a pro, he used to do pro football or whatever he was saying. Hopefully one of these chicks don't pop up with a little, got him.
But his story leads me to this question, 844-55-1. Which one or which version of rape is the most underreported? Female or male rape? Because I'm going to ask Red again, unless you cut him off. I'm going to ask Red, did you go report this?
No, I didn't.
Boom.
What?
Nobody believed me. Nobody believed me.
That's so messed up.
My friend Chad and my brother, they eventually came around because they seen the way that, I don't know, I guess it just changed. Like I said, I didn't hear about a roofie until a week later. I never knew what the fuck a roofie was. I woke up in that room, and I had the worst headache of my life. And
them girls was out hunting big game. Yeah.
Took one down.
Yeah.
They took one down, one in the field, in the savannah. Hey, man, damn. I appreciate the story, man.
Yeah, thanks for calling,
Wow. Red. We got some really interesting callers today, man. This is powerful stuff. Hustle, Miami, line 2. Get at us.
Oh, man. What's up, Zoe? What's up, ladies?
What's happening, bro?
Hi, Hustle.
So check this out, man. I got a couple things to say. I'm about solutions, right?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm glad Red called in because you noticed something. He said they kept making me drink. How are you 6'5", 390 pounds, and you talking about they made you drink? You know what I'm saying?
Let's get Red back on the line. 844-55-1. Let's rectify this situation.
But that's the signs of why people don't want to listen to some victims, because they hear that and they're thinking,
Well, they couldn't have made you drink. That's something that you made a choice to do. Now, because I've had women try to get
Good
me
point.
drunk,
Both.
too, and I'm like,
And I
nah,
see what
already
you're saying,
figured
Hustle.
it out.
Wait, I see what you're saying. Let me balance it again. You're saying on both the male and the female side of the gang, there's something that you could say right there, you made a choice to do something. Nobody made you drink it unless they opened your mouth and put a funnel in it.
He
and
said he only had 2 drinks. He was roofied.
We heard that part, but Hustle brings up a great point, right? He brings up a great point about there's a point in your interaction where you make a choice. I think that's what Hustle is saying. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I ain't walking through the Poke and Bean projects with my chain out. You know what I mean? At 2 in the morning.
Wow.
It's like what Whitney was saying. I mean, we know how Whitney built. It's like she got 150K on her at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that's just something that got to be understood. It's like even if you don't like the jungle, if you in the jungle, you might get bit.
Yep.
Wow.
That's just what it is.
Wow.
You
So-
always got to be prepared.
So listen, that was our final caller of the day. Thank you so much, Hustle. Hustle from Miami, man. I appreciate it. We couldn't get to the homie Gumby in Texas. Sorry about that, bro. We got to wrap the show right now. Again, I like to always set it up this way. The show is not about giving you the ultimate answer. We don't have the ultimate answer. We don't presume to. But it's about having a dialogue that everybody is afraid to have, and having it in such a way that it can be jovial. It can be light, not to make light of the situation, but to lighten the heart when speaking of the situation. We got to have these kind of conversations, and they can't be judgmental, and they can't be, rapey. We got to stop having rapey conversations. To me, rapey conversations are judgmental, are closed, are, they're not open. So we're going to continue pushing the envelope in terms of the content on this show, and we appreciate everybody for participating. With that said, I need to go around the table and get everybody's info so the people can follow us and support us. Whitney Tabor, where do they find you?
Hey guys, you can find me on MissTabor.com. Also, social media, Miss Tabor on Instagram and Twitter. Red Panda.
AshantiFordLive.com coming soon. For now, look me up on Instagram and Twitter, Ashanti Ford Live, and definitely keep subscribing to my YouTube, Girl on Fire Production.
Ashanti Ford is also an incredible PR person. She's off the charts with it. She's doing big things. Hecka Activated. All these people who called in, they want to get some readings to find out the rapey planets. So where do they find you?
Visit my website at www.heckaactivated.com, and Hecka is spelled Heka, activated just like it sounds.com.
Veronica Conway.
VeronicaConway.com, and you can also catch me at social media, all things Veronica Conway, Instagram, Facebook. You can go to theblackpaper.com, get my free manifesto. We've got stuff going on.
Wow, good stuff. We really appreciate all of this. And don't forget, the relationship dismount. If you want, Anita Rose, hairstylist extraordinaire.
Celebrity
Please tell us, where are you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Anita Rose Hair Experience, or you can find me on Facebook at Anita, your hairstylist Rose.
Awesome. And she's real, and she's beautiful too. A lot of people have seen her on my little Periscope. She's gorgeous. Listen, don't forget, if you want a physical copy of the relationship dismount, which I highly urge you get, go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Go to the shop section and pre-order your copy right now. The physical copies will be in my hand in 3 weeks. It's this book is fucking insane. It's incredible. I put a lot of time, energy, heart, and effort into it. Please support that. But if you are a digital book reader, hey, just go to Amazon.com. We are the #1 book for divorce, new releases for divorce, the relationship dismount, and get your Kindle version right now. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to Hot Button Radio on Dash Radio. More things to come. Friday's going to be crazy. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you Friday. Voice of Reason, Zoe Williams. I'm out.